Hello. I have been designing fish all day today, which is, I know, a little odd, but I want to be doing like wooden fish that are painted for people to put outside in their garden and back porch and that kind of thing. Anyway, so I've been doing some sketching and designing some fairly weird fishes, and I thought you might want to join in on the fun. So here we are. You need your piece of paper, your mixed media piece of paper. Again, I'm going to show you how to draw this, and then you all can decide how you want to apply the color, whether you like the watercolors the best, or crayons, or colored pencils, whatever you've got there that you think would be a lot of fun. Anyway, and we want our paper to be horizontal. And we're going to use those circle templates that we used last week for the front part of the fish. Now, you're going to have to suspend. You're not going to make this look like a regular fish, okay? So we're going to do his or her head is going to be a half circle. So we're only going to, and again, I'm doing this in marker so that you can see, and then I will, and then I'm using the marker right now, but then when you're done drawing, I want you to use the marker to outline your lines so that they show up better. Maybe I've got a kind of a dry one here. So you just want to do half of the circle. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get another Sharpie here. Let's try this one. Try it on that might be better. All right, so we're gonna try it again. Okay, so that's what it should look like. And then you're going to, you can use a ruler if you want, or you can just freehand it. We're going to make the back of the fish's head just a straight line down. Doesn't have to be a perfectly straight line. Okay. So then we're going to do the eye, and the eye can be placed wherever you want it. I had the fun of designing my fish, so you can design your fish too. It does not have to look exactly like mine. And we're going to put, this is going to be black. So I'm going to, and then we're going to put a no color zone in it so it has a little white. And then this next larger circle will be white. And then I'm going to do another larger circle that will be a different color. You can make it whatever color you want. So there we've got our eye. And then you can do whatever kind of mouth that you want. I wanted the mouth to just be a simple and not a smiling fish this time, just a fish going about her way in the ocean. So then, keeping up with the idea of the circles, which you'll see as my design has a lot of circles in it, but again, you can design your own if you would like. It does not have to look like mine. There you go. Also, thank goodness, doesn't have to be a perfect circle. So I'm going to leave this part of its face, the front part, just a solid color. And then I think I'm going to paint this part another color, and then put circles randomly in it. You can do stripes, you can leave it just a solid color. Okay, so that's an interesting looking head. And so now we're going to get really strange. And the body of it, now you can do an oval if you want for the body, but here's what I came up with. I'm doing another straight line here. Straight back, so the body is going to be a rectangle. Like that. Again, I didn't use a ruler, so my lines aren't perfectly straight, but that's okay. See, when you get these all done, I think it would be great if you could display them all together in the hallway or something. It would be a school of fish. Got it? I think it would be fun decoration in the hallway. Or on your doors. Okay, so now we're going to do some, again, you can do whatever decoration you want. This is just what I came up with. I wanted these to be kind of like windows into the fish. And so in this window, I'm going to have flowers. So I'll probably make each of these windows blue with another color around it. And then kind of keeping up that theme of dots and circles. I'm going to put dots all around, so it's kind of like a frame. Okay, so just to make it a little different, I'm going to make these squares, and I'm going to have 3 squares. Oops, that went bad. Same idea, but I'm going to make these have bubbles in them. That's just a little highlight that I'm going to put in. But to make each section not the same, but similar, just for continuity across this wonderful fish, I'm going to put dots here. like that. And then I'm going to go back to the rectangles. And then, here's a little joke here. I'm going to put little baby fish. And I'm having them go different ways, just to, you know, make it. And then this is going to be some seaweed. So this would be green, kind of floating around. Okay. Then we're going to go with the same. Now these dots can be different colors on each of these 3 sections. See how it's starting to tie in the 3 sections of the fish. There we go. All right. So then I messed around with the fins as well, and these are actually going to be made of wire with some beads on them, but for our purposes, if you decide to do this, we can just have them be like stems or something. And I'm saying that I think I'm going to string beads on these, but you know, you kind of make decisions as you go along. I don't want it to look too busy, you know, and we've got a lot of stuff going on in here. So, and then for the bottom fin, I'm going to make it the same but a little different from the top ones. Like that. I told you it was going to be weird. Okay, so now I'm going to have a little dowel rod going through all of these, holding it all together. And then the tail will be, yes, Boodle, we hear you. Will be like that. So there's our fish. Boodle, stop. All right. So because you're going to be making it a painting and not the out of wood like I'm going to do with my design, we're going to put the bottom of the ocean. We can put this in the water, and then you can just make some seaweed kind of floating up here. And see, that's kind of echoes what's going on in its with its little fish inside it. That. And there we go. We've got ourselves a fish. not like any fish you've probably ever seen. Well, I know it's one that you've never seen, but anyway, it's just kind of fun to play. And we don't always have to make it try to look like, quote unquote, a reality. We can make our art be weird and odd and, you know, completely imaginary. Anyway, okay, so now you can, like I said, you can apply color to your fish if you'd like. Watercolor would probably be easiest for the outside of it. Don't forget to get your black markers and trace your lines. Also, don't forget to get rid of the pencil lines here, because if you're using watercolors, it will show through your paint. So you want to clean that up as always. You probably know that by heart now, since I've only said it to you about 100 times. There we go. So we'll just kind of clean this whole thing and then get rid of your crumbs. Oops. Put that here. Okay. Just check it over carefully. And then you'll be ready to paint. Have a great week, and I will be with you again next week. Bye.